Hello. There's going to be some ways that I kind of use to not be burnt out of MultiVersus. MultiVersus is a game where a lot of people have been saying it's already dead, died after a week, died after a day. You know, those type of posts. And I kind of wondered to myself, is there a way to maybe try to keep a lot more people playing this game? And yes, there is. Try and just keep people not burnt out. So that's exactly why I'm making the video now. And hopefully this can be used over 2023 and keep this game striving like it was before. And I'm gonna go over at least like 4 tips for you on how to just stay in that flow, or at least that you just like the game and you'll eventually keep coming back and back than just giving up on the game entirely. One of the ways you can keep yourself indulged in the game is buying the battle pass or using the free one, but obviously the paid one would give you a little bit more stuff. Now the battle pass kind of gives you the incentive of continuing to play the game because you're going to keep getting things, and if you don't get them by the end of the season, they're going to be gone forever, which luckily isn't MultiVersus case. MultiVersus seems like they're going to put out at least some of the battle pass skins, maybe even banners and profile icons and maybe emotes later, but they put out 3 skins from the preseason battle pass, which I don't know if maybe that was just because it's from the preseason or they decided we're just going to do this, which is nice. It is very nice that they're doing that, but it keeps you having an incentive and you're going to continuously get free stuff. But, well, free in quotes because you had to pay $10 for the premium one, which if you don't really feel like doing that, at least the free one gives you a couple things, but the premium is obviously where you want to go. The second thing that I really recommend doing is just picking up a second character, or picking up other characters, or maybe just switching your main in general. I do it a lot. It really keeps the game indulged because you're learning different skills and attributes that can, maybe if you go back to your main character that you feel like is your main, you can kind of apply them there, and maybe they work out a lot better than used to be because you were playing a character kind of, I don't know if wrong's a wrong word, but you know, you weren't playing them as optimally. There we go. I don't even think I said that word right. But picking up a second character really would help not getting like a burnout per se. And it's definitely helped me. If you ever look at my content, I'm usually not sticking to a certain character for too long. The third thing is just playing with some friends. Now this game is very doubles heavy, so maybe you already have someone playing with you. But if you don't, you really should just try to find some people. Discord is probably a really great way. Their Discord has a lot of people in there, usually talking, and you could probably just find yourself a couple people to play with. Especially because this game does have some glitches. Obviously, it's not polished to the maximum. It's still in balancing and it's still in beta, so I wasn't expecting like the most polished thing ever. So laughing with those type of glitches happening, winning or losing, it's way better, especially when you're losing. When you have a friend there just to kind of back you up, and you guys can kind of like make battle strategies. Especially because like with like a random, you can't really talk to him and be like, hey, this is how I'm gonna play. How are you gonna play? It's a lot better with a teammate. You will have a way better time. The fourth thing that I can tell you that you really should listen to is to not care about the numbers or wins. Now, fighting games, obviously, it's a competitive game. You really want to be the best of the best, and this game really tells you straightforward where you are. Usually. Sometimes it can be a little goofy, but usually it's telling you where you are, how good you are, and where you're placed. Now, a lot of people do want to be the best of the best, but I feel like it gets too driven in their head that you need to be the best of the best, that they hate the game when they start losing a lot, or when you don't see the numbers going up by much. So please, if you want to stay not burnt out of a game, just don't worry about the numbers. Eventually you're going to get up there. If you keep playing a game and you really do passionately like to play it, just keep playing it. Win or lose, your number will always come back up to where it used to be, unless you decide to give up, which if you care about the numbers is probably going to happen a lot more likely. Now obviously you can say like, well, I like to train, I like to go in the lab and practice combos. That's fine. That's totally fine. But when you start losing and you're getting angry because you're losing MMR, just don't. Obviously that is like the worst thing to say, but like just not focus on it. It makes your life so much better. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys can maybe use some of these to not stay burnt out of the game. I really like to see this game go as far as it can. And I'll see you guys next time.